Do they do one and dones for women's?
No, you got to be there for at least 3 years, and then the 3 years is depending on what your age is, because you have to be 22 to go into the WNBA. And so if you're 22 by the end of your junior year, you can skip your senior year, but most players end up staying for the 4 years.
Did you see what Gino said about Juju?
Yeah, I was saying if she can go pro, the Indiana Fever will be taking Juju.
No.
Number one overall.
They would be taking Caitlin. What? Hold on. Okay, so let's pump the brakes here, because this is something that we talked about in our Stats Over Politics fantasy football group chat with the 12 of us. But I believe, was it Jaevon or was it Jaevon? I think it was you who said that Juju is the best player in college basketball right now, and that is before yesterday's games took place. Then Caitlin dropped a 41-piece, almost another 41-point triple-double, as she did in the Elite Eight last year. No big deal. But I was telling you, Uncle Manny was telling you that it's Caitlin Clark that is the best player in college basketball right now. And what I argued is maybe Juju will be better than Caitlin one day. But right now, Caitlin as a senior, Juju as a freshman, to me, Caitlin is on another level. And that's no slight to Juju. That is just out of all due respect to Caitlin. But Toddy, please tell me why I'm wrong. Kevin, I'd love to hear from you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Juju's 18. And you said Caitlin Clark is what? She's 22, I guess, coming out of the draft. So she's a whole lot younger and pretty much doing putting up record-breaking numbers, breaking the freshman D1, breaking Cheryl Miller's record. I mean, she's breaking all the freshman records right now. I agree with Kevin. If she were to come out, if she was eligible to come out this year, I feel like Juju could be definitely the number one pick.
Wes agrees as well. As we see on YouTube, our guy Wes Reynolds says Juju is better than Clark.
Casual say it's Caitlin Clark. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, all right. Well,
and Kevin, before the WNBA expert on the show.
Well, Kevin, before I toss it to you to hear why I'm wrong as well, because right now it's 3 versus 1, including Wes. But just wanted to read our other comment from YouTube where Uncle Manny says, "Hello, guys. Those were some great women's basketball games yesterday. Keep it going, Caitlin. Have a great show." I agree with you, Uncle Manny. But Kevin, you are on Toddy's side with this one. You guys got me outnumbered. So tell me more about why I'm wrong that Juju Watkins is better than Caitlin Clark right now.
Let me ask you this. Is there another freshman that's better than Juju?
No.
You don't look at any of her peers and say,
Hannah Hidalgo, I do, but Juju is clearly better.
If
you have seen yes, she is clearly better, but Hannah Hidalgo is the only freshman right now that I would even think about in that conversation.
Caitlin Clark, right place, right time. She came in, same year as Paige. Paige beat her out. Caitlin goes quiet. Paige gets hurt again. Caitlin Clark jumps on the scene. Took her 3 years. Took Juju 2 days. So as a not an NBA scout, as a WNBA scout, is this girl's better earlier. So it's no limit to how good she could actually be. You know, we're seeing what Caitlin is
good
now.
As a freshman.
Caitlin was pretty fucking nice as a freshman. People just didn't care about women's basketball as much then.
25 points. 25 points.
She was good.
I will say
6 rebounds.
And to add to that, I will say that as a sophomore, Caitlin got bounced out of the NCAA tournament in the round of 32 on her home court because, as we know in the women's tournament, the women play the first 2 rounds at the top 4 seeds home gym. And Caitlin Clark got eliminated on her home gym by Creighton in her sophomore year. I don't think that's going to happen to Juju. So, I mean, I guess I'm kind of helping you guys here, but you know, that is something that I don't think will ever happen to Juju. Knock on wood, because I don't want to see it happen. But
can she go pro right now? Like, she can go overseas?
Well, can does she have the talent to play in the WNBA? Yes, but
she can't play overseas. Like, can she?
No. Well, she can go overseas, but she has to wait until she's 20. Yeah. But would you rather go play in Italy until you turn 22, or play on a growing stage? But I will say, with NIL. But yeah, you know, I still think that Caitlin is on another level than Juju right now, but maybe I'm blind.
Caitlin's a dog. Let's not get misconstrued. We just think that Juju, she's younger, and she basically could be what Caitlin is in those next coming years, but she may or may not already be there right now, just based off of what she's been doing. But Caitlin has been doing it longer, so that's why I feel like a lot of people are like, she's better.
Juju can do it all, though. Caitlin kind of just shoot a bunch of threes and some layups. Juju in the posts, mid-range step backs, looking like Luka Doncic out there.
How is Caitlin putting up triple double?
9 threes, Shaun.
One-dimensional. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she made 9 threes, but she also
had 40
rebounds. She had 7 rebounds. She had like 12 assists. And
she did have 40.
She's out there tossing dimes along with those 9 threes, and she's getting boards. And so if she's so one-dimensional, how's she putting up that stat?
I didn't say she's one-dimensional. I'm just saying.
Well, you said.
I mean, you wouldn't say her like going to the rim is as good as a 3-point, right?
No, hell no. No.
Does Juju have a weakness?
No.
Is there any part of her game where you say, "Yeah, no. I can see it"? Besides 3-pointing, are you taking Caitlin over Juju in anything?
Well, I probably would take her in rebounding and defense just because she has more size. So that's not really fair to Juju. But before we move on from the Women's Elite Eight and give our predictions for the Women's Final Four, I wanted to get to a couple other YouTube comments. As Kevin's friend Wes says, Hannah Hidalgo is tough. Kevin hasn't seen her play. Shake my head. Casual.
Casual.